how did your passion for sailing begin? Questions? In fact, I think it was when I was 18. I hitchhiked around the globe, around the world for 1 year, and I decided to make a wonderboat only by hitchhiking. And I had a big dream, was to go from Ushuaia, so the southest city in the world, in the south of America. And I wanted to hitchhike with a sailing boat to go to Antarctica, because it was my dream to go in this continent. I found a boat, a sailing boat, which the name was l'esprit d'équipe, so the team spirit, the name of the boat. And I think it was the first time I discovered the, how to say, like the offshore sailing, the feeling of freedom when you are in the middle of the sea, in the middle of nowhere. And so yeah, I think these passions began at this time. And after this, I did so many adventure projects, and one of them was to cross Atlantic. So the project was to take departure from Saint-Malo on the west coast of France to cross Atlantica and go to Martinique. And we did it with two friends of me, without any assistance and without any modern way of communications. So we did it with a sextant. I think we call it like this in English. I don't know if you know what is a sextant. It's a kind of object which you can know your positions only with the stars and with the moon. And we wanted to cross Atlantic for 2 weeks. And in fact, it took 3 months and a half. So it was a bit longer than we thought, but it was my first very big experience of sailing. And I think it was during this time I really fall in love about the sea. You know, I was with two friends of me, and we made a relay during the night, and I was most of the time alone outside on the boat. And I was thinking that should be amazing to be alone on your boat in the middle of the sea. That's how I began. Are you stressed about the upcoming competitions? Yes. Maybe it's not. It's funny because yesterday I was doing a kind of conference for old people in a house for old people and for young people. And it was funny because a very little child, like maybe 8 years old, she took the micro and she asked me, "You look like so unstressful, and it's not normal." And I answered to her, "It's just an appearance, but inside me, I'm a bit stressed for sure, because you know, I'm preparing this race for now 4 years, and we are just, it's now, it's the time to go." The best thing to explain it, it's like, you know, when you fall in love, you have your first date, you are a bit excited, and more the date arrives, more you are stressed, like your hand become more and more wet. You have a bit of, in your stomach, a kind of something strange. And yeah, I feel a bit like this, like it remember me the first time I fell in love, and it's a kind of a bit of excited, and also a stressful thing, but it's so amazing, and I'm feeling so lucky to be here. I try to realize that I need to take every day before the departure as the last day, and really to be conscious that I'm so lucky to be here, and so I really want to be happy to do this, and yeah, to share this with so many people. What are the main food you eat during the race? It's a dehydrated food, and so I took it and I put some hot water on it, and it makes a kind of porridge of so many things, so many meals. Because it's a race, we want to fight the weight, and so we bring some food. Yeah, for sure for it, but it's for a long time. It's for 3 months, and so we cannot bring so many food and a normal food. So we use this kind of food. It's called dehydrated food. How do you deal with tiredness, and what kind of training does it require? First of all, you have to know during a sailing race, we sleep very, very light. We sleep only, it's around 4 hours for 24 hours. And these 4 hours is cut by a very little nap, around 20 or 40 minutes of nap. You have to wake up so many times to check the boat, to check the sails, to check the wind. It's work like a battery of your cell phones, you know. And so before the race, you have to charge it a lot. So that's what I do in this time. I slept maybe 9 hours every night, and I do a little nap of 1 hour every afternoon to take part of this race with a very, very big battery of sleeping. And during the race, you play with this battery, and we need to be very careful about this, because if you are so tired and you don't sleep enough, you have what we call hallucinations, and it's begin with sonor hallucinations, and then it's when you are very tired, you can see some people on the boat, and that could be very dangerous. So yeah, we are not training about it, but the only way is to sleep a lot to be able to manage this part during the race. I will not tell you this. What are your ranking objectives? It's really, really hard to answer to these questions, because the first thing you want to understand about the Vendée Globe, it's the most difficult thing. It's to first of all to be at the departure of the Vendée Globe, and then to be at the end of the Vendée Globe. Most of the times, it's half of the race who giving up during the race for technical problems or stuff like this. So just to finish the race, it's already a big challenge. I don't really have a ranking of objectives. I just want to do like to sail well and to have a good directions, you know. I just want to sail well, and people from outside who really know this race, they can say, okay, he managed it well. If you are a sailor, you must know a few sailor songs. Could you sing one for us? Yes, I can do it for you. Okay, I will sing you a song what my parents sings me when I was young. It's a French song. It's like this. Il était un petit navire, il était un petit navire qui n'avait jamais navigué, qui n'avait jamais navigué, ohé, ohé. I hope I sail better than than I sing. It's a song for very little child, for baby. So you can use the podcast to make this for your child if you want. What does it mean to be without assistance? Will you have support nearby? And is someone following you on a GPS? So many people follow me on the GPS because you have a map, and you can do this, you know, during the Vendée Globe. You have a map, and so you go on the website of Monnoyeur, and they're gonna show you the map with all the boats. And so we have a GPS who follow us, and at any time everybody can know where we are. But the difficult part of this is, you know, we make a round Antarctica, and in this part of the globe, they don't have so many boats and so many people. So if you have a problem, most of the time it's another concurrent who can help you. But when you are in the race, you don't have any assistance, so you cannot ask anybody for the direction, for the strategy, for stuff like this. The only assistance you are able to do, it's a medical assistance. For example, if I hurt myself or if I broke something in my body, I am able to take a satellite phone and to call the race doctor and ask them some advice to take care of me. The second one is a technical assistance to my team. So I am just able to ask them, okay, I have this kind of technical problem. Do you have any idea to fix it? And they are able to give me some indications to do it. But at any time you are not able to invite somebody on the boat to fix the problem. So this kind of assistance is totally forbidden. What is it like to be in the middle of the oceans in total darkness? It's really hard to explain the feeling, but you know, sometimes you have a very, very big moon. It was the case for my last navigations to come here to Sable d'Olonne. There was a so big moon, and it was like during the day, you know, like the sun. And this kind of nights are amazing. But sometimes you have no moon, you have only a dark weather, you can see nothing. And what I feel during this time, it's a kind of a privileged situations, you know, because I always say to myself, when it's really dark and you go at a high speed with the boat in the middle of nowhere, I'm telling myself that everybody are sleeping, and me, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and I'm living something amazing. I am the only guy in the world who feels this at this moment, and it's also a kind of a fear, you know, because during the night you cannot see anything. And what an interesting point about this is when you stop using your eyes, you start to use some other senses. You know, it's like a blind people. And during the night, you are very, very conscious about the noise on the boat. And this is really interesting because most of the time it's the noise who gives you some information about your boat, about the speed, about the sails, about the technical problem. And so I love this because yeah, during the darkness you are more concentrated, not about what you see, but about what you heard and about what you feel. Where do you see yourself in 10 or 20 years, still on the water? If I'm really honest with you, I'm sure the sea is gonna never disappear from my life, because as I tell you, I learned so many things in the sea and I feel myself so good in the sea. The offshore sailing ways, it's an infinity world. You can spend all your life in this world and continue to learn something. I think what I want is not to know. You understand this? It's if I'm able to do the Vendée Globe and I finish it, I think I want not to know what's gonna happen and just let things happen and discuss about it and ask myself what I want to do. In 10 years, I hope I'm gonna have some children and be with my family and maybe on the water.